Okay. I don't have an agenda. Okay, so we're gonna call this meeting to order. At this time, I will go around the room and ask you to say here, if you're here, and then we'll make a revision. So Bob Richardson,
Here.
Bob Kruger,
Here.
Kathy Peterson, here, Joe Villard,
Here.
and Mike McGregor declined the meeting. I would like to request an amendment to the agenda to add appointing a board chair.
Here.
Mhm.
I thought you were.
No, I'm a fill-in because Jim was the chair.
Oh.
So I would like to make a motion, somebody to make a motion to amend the agenda to do that.
I'll make the motion. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we'll do that right now. Does anyone want to be board chair?
Do you have something that says what the board chair does?
You really just facilitate the meetings
Oh, okay.
and you basically liaison between the board and the city with me if need be. Don't all jump at once. I will help whoever wants to do it.
I'll make it.
Okay, Bob.
As long as you help.
Okay,
Signature right there. Yeah.
so are there any other nominations, or is it just Bob? Okay, all in favor of Bob Kruger? All right. Okay, so new business, this is for the police station. The first order of business that we're gonna go over is the request for the approval of the October 27th, 2022 entry level police officer eligibility list. The Civil Service Commission was provided the list with positions 1 and 2 of the passing individuals that did all 3 tests on the day of. They did a PAT test, a written test, and an oral board interview. The 2 individuals you see before you were the ones that passed with their respective scores. And I have also provided their oral board score individually and their written score individually and their physical or PAT test for pass or fail. Are there any questions with the documents that you received? If there's no questions, is there a motion to approve the eligibility list of October 27th, 2022 for the police department?
So made.
And a second? I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The second order of business is a request to approve an updated Ocean Shores Police Sergeant job description and testing process. The documents were provided to you in the agenda packet, the job description and the testing process memo from Chief Logan. And I will turn it over to her to explain what they are doing. Do you need a packet?
Yes, I need a packet.
You don't have to memorize?
Oh, I can't read it even though I've got it. You have really crappy announcements. Okay, basically what this is changing the job description to is being able to open the testing process to officers that are employed with other agencies. So it is not just restricting it to Ocean Shores officers. And that is because our department is so young. With our new hires, we have a very slim selection of people that have that even meet the minimum qualifications. And technically, right now, we have 2 sergeant's positions open with the potential of having a 3rd one next year. And I just don't have enough qualified people to fill those sergeant's positions. We need people with more experience to fill those supervisory positions. So that is what it is changing to. It's keeping the qualifications for the officers that are still employed with this department. It's keeping that the same, but it is also adding people that are certified in other agencies with a minimum of 5 consecutive years of service in good standing with those agencies.
Do you want to speak a little to like the union portion of it, that they've reviewed?
We did send it to the union and they did give their blessing on it. They're good with it. The members of the department are pretty much in agreement that they understand that they are young and not ready to move up and take that kind of responsibility yet. So, especially considering I have 4 of them that are still on probation right now, so
We can't move up to that position.
nope, nope, not at all.
So before you would have to hire from within, and with this change, you can either look outside or people can apply here if they find out there's an opening.
Right.
Advertised.
Right, it'd be the same as taking on a lateral officer. They're just coming in as a sergeant, as a supervisor straight off, basically. They have to have more years experience than they would if they were just coming in as a lateral officer,
That makes total sense to me.
right?
The rest of the job description saying is it was.
You'll vet them a lot more thoroughly to make sure they didn't have a problem and somebody's trying to get rid of them.
Oh, yeah, that's required by the state now.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, the background that we go through now when we hire officers, we go through public safety testing, does background investigations also. And they do a very, very thorough background investigation. In fact, the reports that I get back from them, the summary of their investigation is usually about 27 pages.
Are these folks that hold the rank of sergeant, their departments around the state? Do they have to be a sergeant in those departments?
They do not, they have to be an officer for a minimum of 5 years.
Oh,
So they would get additional training for their sergeant
Yes.
position.
You've been handcuffed, really. I mean, not being able to bring somebody straight across, wouldn't it? Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Yeah, total common sense. To be able to do that to me, I don't know. Do we need to, motion to approve that change or?
Yeah, so if we could have a motion to approve the Ocean Shores Police Sergeant job description and testing process that was included in today's agenda.
Right, I move that the request for approval of an updated Ocean Shores Police Sergeant job description and testing process be approved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Wonderful. So I will pass the civil service certification signature page. No, I won't. Because Bob's here now.
Write me in and I'll.
Okay, I will pass this around. I did want to notify the civil service that the fire department will be having testing the 15th, 16th, and 17th. The caveat here is the police will have testing on the 17th. So I do need some civil service members to come to these. I will be following up with an email of the day's events so that you have those to consider and decide if you'll be able to do one or all day or some of the day, and we'll just work around all of that. We had Joe jumping rooms, I think. Well, because it's all day and people, make plans, but I will be sending that out, but I did want to tell you guys in person that November is a busy month for fire and police.
Well, this is
I can't.
15,
can't
16,
come the
17 of
16th. I
November.
got cancer.
Yeah, no,
We
no
do
problem.
Some of that.
And that's what, the police department typically doesn't do multiple days, but it seems that of recent, the fire department does, and so if a member can come one day and not the other, or even half the day, Kathy can half the day, so anything's helpful.
Yeah, I enjoy doing the fire department, watching when they're doing the
Scenario,
CPR
oh,
and
yeah.
all that. Oh, yeah, I learned a lot.
Mhm.
I haven't had to help anybody.
Yeah,
That was interesting, wasn't
It was.
it?
You just gotta watch their mathematics in there. Sometimes they don't add the scores up there. That's always had to check that.
and that's why we're, one, because civil service should and is supposed to be at these, but that's who verifies all of our numbers when we count them up for police and fire, so. And I don't give Joe a calculator and he gets really upset. But I'm using one. Anyway, that is all. Our next regular meeting is scheduled for January 19th at 10 a.m., which is a Thursday. However, with police and fire doing lists, we'll probably have another special meeting. Maybe end of November, beginning of December because of the holiday. So that is it. A motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second? Second.
All